And there we go.
We're back.
I don't think anyone could hear us during the entire pre-stream.
No one could hear us?
Yeah.
How unfortunate.
I know, that was some gold.
Well, that's alright.
It was...
Everything will be repeated. Right, Mom?
Right, Mother? Mm-hmm. Alright, that's right. So, oh, man, so you didn't... I'm sorry, guys, if you couldn't hear us during the pre-stream. Let me close this door, so get the atmosphere right. Wow, yeah, look at that. Look at that door that you can see behind our green screen. Hold on, let me fix this shit.
Do not pay attention to the door behind the curtain. Ignore me.
Yeah, well, we're almost...
you didn't hear us.
Huh?
Hey, what's up, NVK?
He didn't hear us?
No, they didn't hear us.
Oh, man, our mics were muted. There's just that little fucking bit of... Yeah, we did. We did. Okay. We did, don't worry.
Success.
We're trying to...
Don't bother with this.
No.
Seriously, do not bother with this.
Come on, why not? Hey, alright, so, yeah, so that,
Darlucius, what's up?
that didn't really work out as planned. We had a whole beautiful pre-stream, and then none of it got recorded because the mics were muted. But now the mics are unmuted, and we can, we're unfettered. I'm drinking some Canada Dry right now.
Yeah. And I am drinking, yeah, right, Canada Dry.
Mm-hmm.
It really is Canada.
Yeah, it's really good.
I got this energy drink because I was awake. I've been awake since 10:30 p.m. last night.
But I want to close that door, though. I'm going to ignore his...
Yeah, you could, I mean...
What he says. I'm kind of chilly in here.
It is a bit chilly
Hey,
here. I
hey,
think it's these windows just being wide open.
While I do that, do you want to... What are we going to play? Do you want to...
Oh, what are we gonna play?
Yeah.
We could just talk for a second. I mean.
No, I mean like what you can figure out what you want to play.
Well, I brought 3 commander decks with me. One of them is a 75% deck based on Yidris. Now, when I say 75%, hopefully Brandon is playing tonight. I really hope he is.
Brandon, yeah, he's busy training for a gladiatorial arena match using the Sai instead of the Qatar, which we originally thought he was going to be using. But
although this could all be meta, it could all be a trick.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I say 75%, what that means is the cards in your deck are very, very good, but the strategy itself, the mechanics, may not be intentionally formed towards winning in a very, very optimized way. So it's like a lot of the decks we're playing with, like Kalemne, for example, aggro in essence is difficult to employ in a way that one would call like truly competitive, but the cards themselves and the mechanics are as streamlined as they can be, so we call that a 75% deck. So what I got here is this really cool Yidris Maelstrom Wielder deck, which is like Fair Storm. It doesn't have any tutors, and yeah, it's a storm deck. It's gonna try and kill you on turn 4 with storm cards. And I also have my mono black control deck, and
that's about as good as I'm gonna get that.
We have mono green creatures and stuff. How fun!
Oh shit. Okay. All right.
So I'll just leave.
So are we gonna play one-on-one commander?
I guess that's what we'll do. Which, if that's the case, I only have one deck that's really.
Did you not bring any other decks with you?
Well, I mean, I have 3 decks with me, but I'd say my mono green deck is best suited for 1v1. But I mean, it's all good. We can play with whatever we want to.
I see this blue line. Let me fix this.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Jeff,
I
Jeff,
know.
no one can see anything.
I know, mother.
I'm sorry, Mom. Language warning. While we wait for Jeff to adjust his door sack. It was getting all hot and sweaty. It's adjusted. Yeah, so I've been hanging out on the CEDH subreddit, learning about competitive EDH, and really having my mind blown in a big way, and it's like affected me in such a profound way that I literally wasn't able to sleep. I just stayed up. I couldn't sleep, and yeah, I have a lot of work to do now with all of the advice that I got. I approached CDH Reddit with my mono black control list looking for help, and long story short, the deck's archetype being discard and Pox was generally dismissed altogether as being an inviable strategy, and after thinking about it, that's completely accurate. Like targeting a single player with a card like, let's say, Mind Twist is akin to saying, all right, you and me are in this house together, I'm gonna lock the door and set it on fire. That's not playing for the win. That is executing the mechanics of an archetype, which isn't necessarily playing for the win. So at the end of the day, the way that you need to approach control, unless you're playing like a very redacted strategy, like you have counter spells and Nature's Claim and you can actually respond to everything. The best way to play a redactive spell is Stacks. That's why Stacks is so prevalent in Commander, because you have all this great fast mana. You get access to cards like Trinisphere and Null Rod and all the worst very quickly. So okay, see you later, Nick. We will do that, and thank you. Have a great
I turned down the music a little. I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to do that. Ah. Whoop.
Yeah, the C80H subreddit is really unforgiving. They are very direct. They will not coddle you. They're just going to tell you how you actually win games of Commander. And if that is something that you are interested in, I highly recommend visiting the C80H Reddit. I was certain that my strategy was sufficient going into the conversation, and leaving the conversation, I'm certain that it is not.
Don't let it affect you too much.
I don't mind it affecting me too much. I can only really become better, you know, by taking their advice.
Well,
what are you playing here? You got
I got Kalemne. I'm playing Kalemne.
Kalemne.
I need to change the commanders. I guess I need to do some practicing of my own.
What should I do? Should I do Yidris or Kalemne? Yidris is way less interactive. I might just like storm off with Yidris.
Let's go. Oh, that's not what I want. I want aha.
We apologize, stream watchers. It's Jeff's first time hosting the actual tech of the stream equipment we got here, so we're a little rough around the edges.
Copy.
Getting from one frame to the next.
Copy. I am player 4. Oop. Oh. Oh man. be.
Argo?
Ooh, oh man, I forgot what to do. Hold on.
Oh, great.
Oh, dude.
This is just the best.
Hey man, this is my first time doing this, all right? Oh wait.
It's not necessarily your fault.
Copy. And then paste. Oh, buddy. Oh. Wait a minute. Nope. That's not it. AA live files. Oh, buddy. Ooh. Aha. No, wait. Oh, man. All right. I forgot how to do this. I really forgot how to do this.
Just ask Brandon.
He's really busy right now.
Why would he have me come over here if he's busy? No, I mean, really. What are we doing right now?
Paste. Nope. That's not it. All right. Yeah.
It's all right. I mean, they can see our commanders, right?
No. I mean, yeah, but I fucked up. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do this at all. He made it seem so simple, and it was so simple, and I don't want to waste the time of everyone. AAA live files, and one of them. Copy.
Well, while that's all going on, how about I do some deck techs? Sounds like pretty fun. What's going on, everybody? I'm going to talk about the 3 EDH decks I have here. The first one is Oviya Pashiri, Sage Lifecrafter.
Oh man, that was for player 1.
So this deck is really cool. I only have I have a really low land count. I can probably even cut more lands out now. And you really just need to get out like 1 or 2 forests in the early game. That's all. Like your opening hand only needs to have 1 or 2 forests. And we're really trying to leverage Oviya being like a 1 CMC green commander. And then we can combine that with cards like
Nope, don't have her.
Like Keen Sense. That's a perfect example here. It's basically Green's Curiosity, so I get extra cards if I get combat triggers. And since Oviya comes out early, it's pretty safe to attack with since she has 1 toughness. I mean, since she has 2 toughness instead of just 1. There have been some really funny situations where I'll play Oviya and then Matt will play Skullbriar, and I can attack him with impunity and or block because it is a 1/1 and my creature is a 1/2. So drawing cards off of Keen Sense is great. What's even better? Getting lands with 1 with nature. So whenever enchanted creature deals combat damage to a player, you may search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped. So I'm going to be ramping with my combat triggers. And the rest of the deck has a really great green mid-range aggro plan and a bunch of awesome like Voltron cards, like Gaia's Embrace. Give my my commander +3/+3 buff and regeneration is actually like somewhat valid. There's a lot of board wipes out there, and not all of them specify that the creature can't be regenerated, since newer board wipes don't really care about that. Yeah. I guess last thing to mention about this deck is it runs as much great card draw as it can by increasing the power of its creatures and then drawing cards equal to the power of its creatures with guys like Garrick, Primal Hunter.
All right, I think I got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
Sweet. Nice.
I think I did it the roundabout way, but I think I got it. All right.
Looks like we're in business. Thank you, Jeff.
Thanks. This is my first time producing. Thank you, Mother. And
she's so proud of us.
I know. All of us. You can cut my deck. I'm looking especially chubby today. I was on a diet, and then I stopped my diet because the holidays, and I love to drink. And I started eating like garbage, and I gained back all the weight I lost during my diet and exercise, and I'm gonna, after Christmas...
Hey, don't let it get you down, man.
And New Year's. No, it was my conscious choice.
See, the thing is, like, the muscle that you built working out, it's still there. It's just, you just kind of covered it up with a happy layer of fatty protection. And
yeah, I know, but it's just
we all have our certain goals, and it sucks when they don't get met. It does. You want to roll?
Odds or evens?
Let's do it.
I choose odds.
It is a 5. Well, I assume you're on the play then, since you're looking at your hand.
Yeah.
And I will be on the draw.
This is gonna be a slow. I really shouldn't play slow with Kalemne, but I think playing too fast with Kalemne is a little unfair. If I get her out turn 2, then throw like a G-Tower that's pretty much GG.
Yep.
Yeah.
One of the really interesting things that I noticed about watching so much competitive EDH is that a lot of these decks have this interesting habit. You can take your first turn, by the way.
I'm gonna put Temple of Truth, or Triumph, and Scry 1.
So
And I'll do that.
Actually, do you know how to reduce the volume a little bit on the music?
Oh, yeah. I don't know why it... Here, let me...
It is kind of loud. Hey,
what's up, Tyler? What's up, Nito Beam? Honestly, it is loud, and I'm reducing... Oh, that's the desktop audio. I'm not... Okay, Let me try... This?
There.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Jeff is here on a Tuesday for the first time, as far as I know. And
it was a little loud there. I'm sorry. I'm just learning how to use the
here. We got Jeff in the house.
Hey.
It's Tuesday, and we are playing.
And you can go.
Different commander. Yeah. So draw a card.
We're playing 1v1. I don't have any other decks besides Commander. I know Wild, right? That's one of my favorite forests, by the way.
I will play Oviya and pass. So yeah, a lot of these hyper-competitive EDH decks, they have counterspells as their primary mode of disruption and defense.
Ooh.
Yes.
One thing that Brandon didn't do, and I'm going to need help with this, his help. We have no life totals.
Oh, let's just use dice. For crying out loud. We've prolonged this over long.
All right. Okay. All right.
Well, set up my 2d20s. We're gonna pretend like there's more than 2 people here and just play regular EDH even though it's 1v1. Because I got soul rings and all kinds of stuff in there.
Yeah, me too.
Is everything okay down in Cali? Isn't that where you guys are located?
Yeah, everything's okay to my knowledge. What's going on?
Yeah,
I mean, we got a whole bunch of fucking shooters and fires down here, but we're all right.
Yeah, besides being on fire, being infested with spiders, and yeah, it's spider season right now in the Bay Area. The cross orbs. I had to fetch one out of my mailbox because it was crouched there all day, and I was like, "Yep, you're here basically just to lay eggs, you little fiend. You're not even trying to build a web. I know what you're doing. What are you doing on a mailbox? Got this nice little hole for you, big ass spider."
All right, so I am going to play a Windscarred Crag and gain 1 life and pass turn.
Okay.
Oop.
So yeah, one of the things I see EDH decks doing a lot of the times is, it's like all these decks that can go off and win on turn 3.
Yeah.
And what ends up happening is everybody has counter magic, and it's like the first player to sort of twitch and try and go off is usually the one who doesn't get to go off because everybody has counter magic. And a lot of times, what ends up happening is one of the players combos off in a way that the other decks really can't prevent. Anyways, they're getting the combo off, or the game ends up going really, really long because everybody's stuff got countered, and it's like 4 combo decks without combos anymore.
Yeah, that's what Guillermo, he was here last week, and he beat us turn 2. Everyone, turn 2, with the Torrential Gear Hulk combo. And
I think the problem is I hear that story all the time, and the problem is the mismatch. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You can go ahead and take your turn. Actually, I'll attack you for 1 first, and then you can take your turn.
1 commander.
1 commander. Right. Yeah, the problem is the mismatch. It's people sitting down with 75 decks.
Mismatch. Against the super competitive. Yeah, and then he wins turn 2, and everyone's like, "Okay, I guess it's time to shuffle." And that's how I see EDH matches go as well. We're like, okay, everyone sits down, plays 3 turns.
Shoot. What's your question? Go ahead.
And then it's time to shuffle again. It's like, how is that fun?
Well, it's fun when you can meaningfully interact with that strategy in a way that's also in line with the goal of just winning.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I think don't knock it till you try it. I find the cards and the mechanics to be complex, and as spiky as I am, I'm addicted to that stuff.
Like
I
I said,
to see the game performing.
Real slow. I'm moving at snail's pace here. Go.
All right, we got a tap. Second land. Meanwhile, I will untap, draw. Land is Okina, Temple to Grandfathers. I can tap to get.
What was your fastest game of VDH? That would be a game that I played with this deck right here. I think I beat everyone on turn 5.
Okay, so yeah. I have an incredible story for you. Michael Pick's Druid Ball deck recently killed 3 other players on turn 3 with Paradox Engine and a card, an artifact, which I cannot name, for 3 CMC. Where it comes into play, you choose a creature type. Whenever you play a creature of that type, you get to draw a card. So we had Paradox Engine, Seton, and a way to draw cards every time he played creatures. Seton essentially gives all of his druids haste, allowing them to come into play and tap for mana. So he storms off, essentially, builds a giant elf ball, draws half of his deck, plays Heritage Druid, which is the crazy OP Druid Lord, which you can tap 7 druids and steal all of target opponent's lands, and that's exactly what he did to all 3 players on turn 3. It was insane. It's like with a super budget list like that, just winning on turn 3. All right, here we go. I'm going to actually take my turn instead of talking all day.
Conquered Ape. I like that name. It reminds me of Manischewitz wine.
Hero's Blade. And we will master
Uh-oh.
Work of Ingenuity. So if a creature enters the battlefield under my control, I will attach both of these to it if I can. And then I will attack you for 1.
All right. Let's go down to 19. 19.
Put your commander damage at 2.
I got it.
Okay.
No, I count down with commander damage. It's easier.
Cool. All right, pass the turn. Yeah, I see these posts on, Magic the Gathering Rules, My World, and the EDH groups on Facebook. And there's a huge controversy over when and where it's appropriate to sit down with a very competitive deck.
Oh, I'm going to play my commander, finally, and pass turn.
There's Kalemne with all of her combat ability glory.
Yes.
We'll draw. Play a land. Play Smuggler's Copter. Fortunately, it is not a creature right now as it's coming into play. I will also...
Yeah, I just killed him and got away with it.
We're going to get out Whisper Soul Cloak.
Oh!
And pass the turn. Running out of gas.
This is real tasty. I like this. Oh, this is getting better for me. I'm going to put down a soul ring. And I'm going to put down a Quicksilver Amulet for later. This is a special surprise that will help us in the future. And I will swing at you with Kalemne.
No blocks.
Ooh, 6 commander.
Ouch. Dun, dun, dun. What? Can't even see that there. If that's visible at
I
all.
believe it's appropriate when you play with someone you know, because then it's not only fun, but it's also a bonding experience. Well, I mean, like Paxton said earlier, I'm gonna bring that back up. It's the matchup. If everyone's not evenly matched, it becomes unfun for everyone who is less than who has a deck that is less competitive than the person who's brought this powerhouse. And then when no one can compete with you, how is that fun for you personally? If it is fun for you, just go in there and just like basically push over a bunch of 4th graders, which is essentially what you're doing. and like you're kind of a bully. I'm not saying you're a bad person, but it's like, if that's fun for you, pick on somebody your own size and see how it feels,
Really.
Yeah, and
that's the complaint you always hear about on these Facebook posts is like, oh, someone who should definitely be playing in the competitive meta sat down at our casual meta and kept killing us all with broken combos and synergies.
And you don't want to play with that person. You can't say like, hey, can you like go away?
Right.
Like, yeah.
I mean, you absolutely can. You could just say,
that I think your decks are a little bit more and
clap, clap, clap. You win.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we get it.
Bye bye now.
I'm gonna pass the turn.
Okay.
Sorry, I should have done that, but
draw.
but it's that whole thing where if you're gonna and in my head I'm picturing that guy, which we've all played with before, who's kind of like is really smug about it when you tell him that you can't compete with it. He's like, and he's really fucking smug about it, and you're like, honestly, this is why you're playing with us, because you ran out of friends to play with, because no one wants to play with you and your attitude.
Okay, here's the 2 spells I'm going to cast for my turn. First is Keen Sense, which is going to make it so that when Oviya deals combat damage to an opponent, I may draw a card.
Okay.
Then I'm going to play Hall of Gemstone. So during each player's upkeep, that player chooses a color, and until end of turn, each mana-producing land, including my own, produces mana of the chosen color instead of its normal color. So you could, at your upkeep, say red. Then all of your lands get painted red. All of my lands get painted red. At my turn, I say green. Same process. Okay, last thing. I will equip Whisper Silk Cloak.
That's kind of a really good throttling card.
It's great if you're mono green, of course. Yeah, it's fantastic.
How much is that card non-gold bordered?
I don't believe it's expensive at all.
Thanks for the host, Tyler.
Yeah, I think it's a very cheap option. Just kind of, I mean, I'm not exactly sure, to be honest.
Oh, what's up, Ash?
It's got to be less than $5. Okay, I'm actually not going to attack. I got Whisper Silk Cloak on there.
You're not going to attack?
No attack.
And you're tapped out.
I'm tapped out.
Okay, you pass the turn?
Pass the turn.
All right. Oof. You know, I was really hoping that you wouldn't do anything about my Quicksilver amulet.
Well, I am hellbent and tapped out.
And I choose for my color of choice, I will choose white. And I will tap 4 to put Avacyn into play.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, now his stuff is indestructible.
Yeah. And
I have answers. I just can't, like, get them exactly.
I understand.
This is going to be great. All right.
I'm going to swing at you with 8 commander.
Okay. Before blockers, I will essentially I will crew up my smuggler's copter with Oviya, turning it into a 3/3, and I will declare it as blocker.
All right.
It gets smashed, but whenever it attacks or blocks, I draw and discard. Let's goodbye Tarmogoyf. All right. I mean, I knew it was getting binned anyways.
All right, pass the turn.
Let's untap.
Yeah, I kept this hand because I'm like, oh man, it has so much potential, but it's gonna be real grindy and slow.
Oh boy, I agree. It is gonna be so grindy. I could just die next turn theoretically.
I'm actually curious about EDH rules. Like, if you have 2 of the same cards, but they're a reprint from a different set, is that still legal? No. If the card has the same name, you can only have 1, unless we're talking about basic lands.
Correct. Shit, son. Let's say green for Hall of Gemstone, of course. We're going to equip Bear Umbra. Oh, can I do that? No, it has Shroud right now. Oh, that is just the worst. Is unblockable and can't be the target of spells or abilities.
But it has Shroud.
It has like Shroud.
Yeah.
So I can't target it with my stuff.
Or it says otherwise, like overwhelming rats. I can't remember the name of the card. What's the name of that black rat card? It says you can have unless the card says you could have any number of card in this deck, then you can use any number of card in the deck because the card trumps the rules.
Oh yeah, Relentless Rats.
Relentless Rats.
There's also Shadowborn Apostle. That's kind of like a black mechanic. You can get as many as you want.
Yeah.
Before you drop, name your color.
My color is going to be white.
Okay. So is mine. Well, Hall of Gemstone paints all the lands in play, including my own, so I could make all the white mana I want on this special day. What am I going to do against Avacyn, guys? Help me out here.
Oof.
I'm going to have to try and turn it into a tree. That's the only solution.
I think I have sealed the game here. With this play right here, unless you could do something about this, I will be playing Sword of Feast and Famine.
Oh boy!
And I will be attaching Sword of Feast and Famine onto
now
Kalemne.
I can't block. Oof.
Well, and I will swing at you 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, Commander.
Well, I cannot block, like I said. I will go to 22, and my commander damage will go up to 18.
And Post combat, you discard a card. Wait. Yeah, you discard a card, and I untap my lands. And
I discard Bear Umbra.
and then post combat, I will play Sword of Light and Shadow and equip that onto Kalemne.
Well, I think I'm fucked. Let me, can I say green and draw? See if I get anything.
Your turn.
Green, draw. We're going on Hail Mary here. Oh, wait, I can't even do that.
So, Jeff, have you played Dragon Age Origins? No, I have not.
Combat. In for 1.
I will.
You can't block.
I cannot block.
Whisper Silk.
Oh, I will go down to 18 and 18.
Keen Sense trigger. Draw a card. It is not helpful. I scoop.
All right.
Well, that was a thorough thrashing. I'm going to have to, come on, step it up. I'm going to have to step it up a little bit.
I was.
I've played this matchup quite a few times, and Kalemne, like, almost always just smashes me with the superior Voltron play.
I'm so sorry.
You don't have to be sorry. I don't take it personally.
In my hand, I had Boros Cluestone, Razia's Purification, Wrath of God, and Nahiri.
I had nothing in my hand because you made me discard it.
I'm sorry. It was great that I drew Nahiri because if he were to get rid of my artifacts, I would have been able to put them right back into play and attach them onto Kalemne. And it would have been really hard for him to do that with Avacyn in play, especially. He would have exiled my... actually, no. Yeah, if he exiled, I couldn't get back in my graveyard. So that was a really...
It was a great match.
I mean...
That was... How fast was that, actually? I think it was like 6 turns.
That was about 6 turns.
All right. Well, good job, Oviya. You tried your best. Let's
I hear
rotate.
Brandon groaning in the background.
Oh, I see.
I hopefully I think that's a sign of relief. He was really stressed out about some career moves he was making. When I say career moves, I mean like killing blows that he was practicing. So you think you've got the final combination of strikes and pierces that will fell his opponents in the battlefield. I'm not sure if I said that right, but it's old English that Mother has been teaching us. What's that, Mother? Fell his opponents. No, that's not right.
I don't think so.
She's telling me that. Okay, all right, I get it. All right, thank you, Mother. Okay, yes, Mother.
So, are you wanting to play against my my mono black deck? I'm going to completely rebuild.
Yeah, sure. I'll
Yidris?
play. I've never played a one-on-one game. Yes, I have with cats. I'll play against you with my cats.
Nice.
Oh wait.
I'm gonna play with Yidris.
Hey.
I don't get to express this.
Okay. All right. Hey Jeff, I missed the Saturday stream. Did they play the game mode Blitzkrieg? No, we have not played Blitzkrieg. I think we were talking about it. It sounds like an interesting... I'm not entirely sure how you play Blitzkrieg, but I heard some really interesting things about it. It seems like a very, very, very fast-paced way to play the game. And I'm sure we will experiment with it in the future. Maybe not right now.
In other news...
Oh, shit.
Unstable is legal in Commander.
Oh yeah, that's right.
What?
Unstable's legal in Commander for now.
So when I initially read that post, I thought for sure, because when I initially read that post, it was the actual official Wizards announcement, which I thought was the first announcement. I thought Wizards just came highballing out of the gate like, yo, freaking Unstable, let's get it on. But no, it was
all silver border cards are legal. Yeah.
But no, it was actually the originators of EDH on their official website. They were the ones who opened the floodgates on that. They So I thought for sure that this was some kind of trial period. Like after this, unhinged, unglued, unstable will be legal in some variation or another. I was completely mistaken. This is just for fun. There's no need to panic. This isn't. I mean, this is only temporary. Oh man, people are going wild, banana, smash hammer, crazy towns.
Yeah, people are getting
People
a little.
are not happy about this.
You'll be our senpai. I mean, sensei. Well, I'm not sure you're old enough to be our sensei, but you can certainly be our senpai.
Notice me, senpai. Notice
me, senpai. Yeah, but yeah, people are really acting pretty violent. Man, I forgot to post on our social media about this, so we probably have pretty low viewer count. But if you're here and you're joining us, thanks.
And we love you.
And we love you.
Because you're the real.
The real.
World. By MTV. I got nothing.
If we want to talk about the real.
Gotta talk about the true.
True.
In the long ago time, the true one.
True. Cloud Atlas is such a good movie.
It's so good. What even is the Wachowski brothers? How do they make nearly perfect adaptations of written media?
I don't know, man. Uh-oh. In Twitter polls, I only saw about 7% that were dead against it. They were sure vocal, though. Yeah. Yeah, well, the vocal minority reigns supreme, right?
It does.
I'm waiting to find another person who plays Muzio, Visionary Architect, or Trostani. Oh.
Those aren't very common commanders. I actually haven't ever ran... Wait, no, I think
Trostani?
I ran against a Trostani. But, Trostani is wicked powerful.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know much about Muzio. Oh, wait, he's the mono blue guy, isn't he?
I think so.
Yeah, he's interesting. I haven't heard much about him. But, I think that there's room in EDH for almost every aspect and archetype of Magic to be exfoliated and exploited and abused.
We're going to go odds or evens.
I call odds.
4.
What a loser.
What a loser.
Player draw.
Gary was here. Ash is a loser.
Oi, mate, you're supposed to say player draw before you look at your hand.
Oh. My bad. I forgot we were playing tournament rules here.
Tournament rules?
No.
You mean the regular rules?
I know. I'm just giving you bullshit.
I'm gonna mulligan.
I will be on the play.
Tournament rules would be like no take backsies. Very official tournament rules.
No take backsies, yeah. Man, I played in a few GPs and I've had actually no, I played in one GP. Not a few. I've been to a few GPs, so I've only played in one. But I played against people at GPs, I guess I should say. And
I'm so excited for the commander scene at Santa Clara. It's gonna be off the hook.
It's gonna be off the hook. And MTG Lexicon will be there, and hopefully we'll get some more artist interviews.
Yes, if you're gonna be going to GP Santa Clara coming up,
all 6
January.
of you.
Well,
if people are discovering this video on YouTube or
do get in contact with us if you want to play EDH with us at that event. I would love to play EDH with you guys.
Yeah.
So you're on the play, eh?
Yes.
I will. Ooh, can I keep? Ah, Jesus. What? What are you playing with?
I am playing with Arahbo, and I need to change my commander.
Roar of the Wild.
Yeah.
Oh. Ah, jeez. I can't. Oh no, this deck has the wrong lands. Curses.
What?
Can I? Oh Jesus. No.
Oh!
No. Ixnay, not.
I think I found a better. Yes, I figured it out. I figured out how to do that better. Yes, I'm getting better at this producing thing. I think you have to play. You have to go pound, or you have to go exclamation point card space Angel of Wrath to get the card name.
If you would cut this.
Oh yes, of course. You have the wrong lands in this deck.
No, I got the wrong lands exactly for the cards that were in my hand.
So is your
We have a question.
so is your one-eyed deck really have $1,800 worth of cards in it?
Does it on that's the TCG holder? Like
Yeah, you
on,
linked to me.
on Card Kingdom.
Yeah.
It's no less than $2,200 worth of cards.
Oh, because the MTG Goldfish link was 1,800.
It searches TCG player, which balls way low. Actually, buying the cards, you're not going to get it for that price.
Wow. Because you got some pretty expensive cards in that deck, bro. And you have them, like you really have them, not just proxies.
Yeah, I really
Oh my God,
We'll keep that one.
you really went balls deep in that deck.
Well, I didn't really spend the money that I spent was on cards that I knew I would get a lot of use out of. Since I'm moving towards a really competitive play, I really enjoy that stuff. What I decided to invest my money in, and this is great for all of you 6 people listening, I decided to spend my money on Rocks Fast Mana, which is pretty much synonymous to every competitive EDH deck. Good Rocks, you gotta have them. And also, I spent my money on Tutors. Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
I mean, they're in everything.
Oh yeah, so you got Imperial Seal, you got Grim Tutor,
Right.
Vampiric Tutor,
Vampiric Tutor,
Demonic Tutor.
Demonic Tutor, right. You got all the basics and your fast mana, and that's really the core of every EDH deck.
Yeah, I have been investing slowly into getting all of the dual lands. Eventually, I'll build up to blue. I do not play with blue though.
Ooh, a Chroma from Legions.
Ugh.
I love that card.
I used to be in love with that card in like middle school. I was in middle school when that card came out.
Well,
Yeah.
Me and my friends often debate how they've reprinted a Chroma, and when they did, they errated the text box to, instead of attacking does not cause it to tap, they errata it to vigilance, and they've sort of shuffled the things around a little bit more. But when they originally printed that card, there was a lot of poetry just in the rules in the box. Flying, first strike, trample, haste, protection from red, protection from black, yada yada yada.
Attacking does not cause a Chroma to tap. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Are you keeping your hand?
I'm keeping finally.
Okay.
I've scryed to the top.
All right. I noticed Tuesdays, I guess, are a lot more formal for us. I am going to tap and sacrifice Marsh Flats and lose 1 life. And while I search for my Temple Garden, I will pass the turn.
So a Chroma is obviously she has some big strengths. She's a big gal, and she'll kill you right quick. But then at the same time, you have some very unique weaknesses. Being mono white, I will play Path of Ancestry Tat and pass. Yeah, being mono white, you're gonna struggle to draw cards unless you can set up specific engines. You're going to struggle to be consistent in general because you don't have tutors to control your draws. But mono white does excel at some very interesting aspects of the game, which can be pushed super hard, like bears. Mono white has the best bears. White in general has the best bears. Like a lot of people are gonna have a lot of trouble getting past simple stuff like Leon and Arbiter plus, Ghost Quarter plus Crucible of Worlds.
Oh, dude, white it's arguably the worst color in Magic, but it has some of the best control Magic has to offer.
It also has awesome control, like
and
Angel's
removal
Grace
and
Silence.
removal. It has some of the best control and removal Magic has to offer, in my opinion.
It also definitely has the best hate cards in all of Magic. Rest in Peace.
Your Rest in Peace is brutal.
And it has the best creature removal spell with Swords to Plowshares. There's a lot going for white. I think my advice for white is, since you can't draw, you have to make every spell count, so that kind of shifts your CMC up more. And yeah, you just kind of hold back, wait for your opponent to play stuff, blow it up, and get card advantage that way. You have all the board wipes you ever need. So you can kill 2 or 3 creatures with 1 board wipe. That's like drawing cards. An angel is worth about 6 cards all on its own. Well, would you rather have 6 ponders or a crowman in play?
Yeah. I am going to pass the turn.
Right. And mono white can do some nonsense.
Yeah.
With, okay.
Mono white's considered the worst in EDH. And I could see that. I could see why that is, but also has it just.
Real quick, I'm gonna tap for green, and when I add a mana to my mana pool and spend it to cast a creature spell that shares. Oh wait, no, it's a creature type with my commander. Okay, so that does nothing. All right, well, I cast my Elves of Deep Shadow and pass.
Right. I'm gonna play a Crocian Verge. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And I will play a Dahlia Heretic.
Ah, jeez. What is that exactly?
It's a... this is not the promo card. This is the...
This is exactly what I was just talking about.
Woo! It's cool. It's beautiful.
Stacks me out.
It's a 3/2 for a strike. Creatures and non-basic lands your opponent's control enter the battlefield tapped.
Okay, that's not as bad as the other Thalia, but... creatures and non-basic lands, still pretty bad.
I never won with my extremely low-budget Angels deck because people were too afraid of it, and always 3-on-1, a 3-on-1 situation. Oh, I'm sorry, competitive.
That is what happens.
I like how did you get the username Competitive Commander? It seems like that would have been
standard.
Yeah, it seems like that would have been snatched up right quick.
My play?
Yes, just your play. It's just like when you see someone with a username like Death or a username like Anubis, you're like, how did you get that name? Like right out the gate.
All right, let's go, bro.
It was just available. I'm
gonna miss my land drop, but out comes Ashiok the Nightmare Weaver.
Oof.
And we're going to plus up to.
Yeah, when I see someone with a username like Captain Kirk, I'm like, how the fuck did you get that username? You must have signed up like right when this website opened up or something, because I've had crazy like Spicy Sour.
Can I?
This username's unavailable.
The top 3 cards of your library.
Yeah, sure.
Face up, and why don't you hand those over to me, and I will put them under Ashiok.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh
no! You got some heat in there, man.
Ooh, there's a Chameleon Colossus.
And a.
Now I can only put creature cards with converted mana cost X exiled with Ashiok.
Yeah, we're good.
You guys are missing a component.
We are? Yeah, we are. Yeah, we were using dice. We didn't.
Do you guys know how to do this?
I mean, kind of. Mother didn't know.
And that's it for me. I will pass the turn. Of course, he can smack Ashiok next turn if he wishes, but
Yeah,
he'll
that's
need
one.
more than 3 power to kill her in one go, or him. Ashiok is somewhat gender neutral.
What do I do? I could do that. Ooh. Yes, this is the right play, even though it's going to slow me down as well. Oh, before I do that, I'm going to play Fortified Village, and I cannot reveal Forest or Plain, so it comes into play tapped. I'm going to play Duelist Heritage, and I'm going to smack your Nightmare Weaver for 6.
What?
Mhm.
What does that do?
Whenever one or more creatures attack. See, this is why white is great, because it has shit like this. Whenever one or more creatures attack, so it doesn't have to be on your turn. You could use anyone's creatures. You may have target attacking creature gain double strike until end of turn.
What nonsense.
Yeah, so you can effectively take out your opponent with your opponent by giving one of their creatures double
Was not
strike sometimes.
expecting that.
Yeah. Those go in my graveyard?
These are
In
just
exile?
exiled. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
What's up, Skinslip?
Alright, I'm
And
still super high strung and I need to take care of stuff.
Hey, is everything go alright? I heard you groan.
No, it's just super high tension work stuff.
Okay, man. And that'll be the end of my turn.
right. Untap, draw.
If Thali had Vigilance, it would be insane. Howdy.
How am I gonna do about all that? Let's do this. Is that the right play? I suppose I have to. We will Rite of Flame, red, black, blue, and cast Kess, the Dissident Mage. And do you know what she does?
Ooh.
She can double up my... I can cast an instant or sorcery card from my graveyard once per turn and exile it. Your turn.
Ooh. I better put a stop to that with damn.
Yeah, probably not. He seems... I've never seen him this bent out of shape before.
Who?
Brandon.
No, he's just stressed out. He's fine. I am going to hopefully put a stop to this and play Gadak Teague.
Oh, dear. All right. And that does what again?
Gadak Teague. Non-creature spells with converted mana cost 4 or greater cannot be played. Non-creature spells with X in their mana cost cannot be played.
Yep. Sounds good.
Hate Bears.
Standard. Man, why didn't you tell me you're going to play Hate Bears? I'm like, I want to play Yidris Storm. And you're just like...
Hey, these just came in my hand. These are the only two
That's hella funny.
This is
Oh, yeah,
literally
you're
my
playing
only
cats, right.
This is my only control in my deck. I swear to God, these are two of the
You guys
only
can't-
non-cat creatures.
Wait.
Huh?
We're getting a can't hear Paxton. Is that better? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
You're coming through on the mic. Say something.
Dub-a-dub-up.
Yeah, you're coming through on the mic over here.
Sounds like a personal problem, Skin Slip.
Can you all hear Paxton, or is that just
Yeah, do let us know if you can hear me. I guess you wouldn't be able to hear me, so...
still quieter than Jeff?
Oh, it's this stupid mic. I don't know what to do about it. I got it literally... I'm literally touching it with my chin, and it's just not loud.
Maybe his gain is lower. Hold on. Let me try and fix that. I'm gonna try to do a little production.
Little bit of production. Little bit. Yeah, I do have trouble. I mean, I'm a naturally soft-spoken person. I speak with a rather wispy voice. And whenever I sit at this particular chair, I have trouble being heard. Do apologize.
Man, are you gonna attack me?
Hold on.
He's gonna attack me with his double strike meanie. What will I do? Oh.
Is that better?
I can hear myself better.
Oh.
I'm not sure if you made a difference. Maybe you did.
I don't know, dude.
It's all good. The show must go on.
Alright. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know, dude.
Relax.
Yeah, I can, Oh. So it's much better. Hold on. Okay. I think I fixed it. Okay. My bad. Okay. Woo. Okay.
So you played Gaddock Teague.
I played Katagiri and I'm passing turn.
No attack?
Nope.
No attack?
No attacks.
All right. We will untap.
I should have attacked, but I didn't. Because I forgot I could give my shit double strike. That's such an advantage. Oh, my bad.
Double durble.
I need to go home in like an hour.
I'll probably leave with you.
It's like Brandon's not coming in.
Unless people want to listen to me
Ramble.
Yeah. Pentad Prism comes into play tapped with 2 counters on it.
We still have the top tier.
Ordain Scry 2.
Top tier by Punk.
Top bottom. Draw. Let's spend a Sunburst charge. Can I do that? Yep. Make a green. Out comes Birds of Paradise, and I pass the turn.
Oh. All right. So I can do this.
So it's what is it? Artifacts, creatures, and non-basic lands I control come to play tapped?
Creatures and non-basic lands your opponents control.
Right.
Play tapped.
So this is actually untapped. Just creatures and non-basic lands.
I'm going to sacrifice Crows from Birds and search for a plains and a forest.
Benefico! What's up?
What's up? Cool. Actually, I'm not going to... that comes into play tapped. I'm not going to shuffle because right afterwards I'm going to play an Enlightened Tutor.
Nice.
This is a proxy. I do own an Enlightened Tutor.
Proxies are fine. I've rethought my stance on proxies.
Yeah, I don't like it when you have like $1,200 cards. Like,
well, once again, the matchup.
Yeah.
The matchup. If you're playing against people who also have proxied $1,200 cards,
honestly, like if you have like a proxy metallic mimic in your deck, it's like whatever. But if you have if you have a proxy Grim Tutor and like you have a
well, see, that's the thing is a lot of people like to say, oh, I could have put the most powerful cards in here, but I put fun cards in here, and then they have proxy ridiculous things like you said, Grim Tutor, Imperial Seal, and they have proxy Bayou. So tell me,
proxy Underground Sea. It's like, come on, man.
What is it exactly you're trying to prove with your deck building philosophy? I mean, if you're gonna proxy all that stuff, you may as well, build it out to. I mean, that's just me, though. To each their own. We all play this game a little bit differently. I mean, I don't actively criticize a player for having or for doing that in the game. It's just something we talk about.
I do.
It has become I'm gonna fix it.
I'm not sure what I should search for. I'm not used to playing this deck, really. Well, I guess this wouldn't be the most advantageous in this situation. Oh,
Well, at the same
wait a minute.
At the same time, if what you want to do is express magic in the way that you can, you know, play with it when it's at its most powerful, if that is your desire, proxy away. Nobody has the money to go buying all these, you know, ridiculous. There really shouldn't be a budget limitation on this game. We should be playing the game because we enjoy playing the game, and toss whatever budget that we have for our decks out the window and just build with the cards that we want to play with.
Yeah, gold bordered is fine, I think.
That
honestly.
being said, if that is your goal, don't sit down and play against people who are new, and don't sit down and play against people who are not trying to exist in an environment where the mechanics are performing at their optimum level using the strictest, superiorist cards. Don't do that. Everyone's going to hate you, obviously.
Yeah, exactly. It's like when I'm playing against someone and I lose because that final decision that would have won me the game was thrown off by a proxy force of will. It's like, all right, okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, but at the same time, what's honestly the difference between losing to a proxy force of will and losing to a real force of will? What
I mean,
really is the difference?
it would have been. It's just like when you lose to a proxy force of will, and the mana that was used was like all proxy pain lands and proxy dual lands, and proxy fetch lands to get those lands. It's like, am I really playing a game right now? You know,
you sure are. I mean, it could all happen theoretically, in my view.
Yeah, but it's just
It doesn't change the skill of the game.
yeah, but the matchup, you know,
The matchup.
Yeah.
Once again, are you using cards that are that powerful?
No.
Well, then, why are you two playing against each other? That is the real question. The matchup.
Mean, when you don't know what you're going up against.
That's well, yeah.
Yes.
Well, see, that's the thing is, people love to sit down and say, "Hey, you got EDH? You want to play EDH? Let's start playing." Shuffle, mulligan. They're starting to play. They never even have a conversation about what are they playing. You know, EDH shouldn't be a secret. It's not like you're in a tournament and you're like, "Oh, I got to keep all my deck tech hidden so that the opponents can't predict what I'm doing. I don't want them to know I'm running Affinity. Won't mention I have Ornithopter." It's not like that at all.
I honestly, before I play with someone, I'd be like, "Hey, what's your?" I usually ask them like, "Do you play competitive?" That's the first question I asked. And if they say, "Nah, not really,"
and that means a different thing to different people. You know, what was competitive to me
I'm
a
gonna
month
swing
ago
with Dahlia
was total trash.
with double strike.
Well, I'm gonna take the hell out of that.
6.
Yeah, what was competitive to me a month ago is considered total trash to me now. It's just a matter of, you know, where is your circle? Like, have you guys seen Zorro with
Zorro.
you know what I'm talking about? What's his name? He played Hannibal Lecter, the actor. Antonio Banderas
no.
and Sir Anthony Hopkins.
Sir
Yeah, Sir
Anthony
Anthony
Hopkins.
This circle is your world. Only this. And he's like, what about the general that killed my brother? So only this circle. That's all that exists. And slowly the circle expands and your understanding grows. That is the journey that all of us go through when we play EDH. All right, you attacked me. Are you done?
Yes.
Draw. I'm going to play a very unfortunate tap land. They come into play tapped, or is it a tap them trigger? Jeff.
They come into play tapped. Let me read that again. Creatures and non-basic lands your opponent's control enter the battlefield tapped.
EBT tapped. They don't EBT tap, they come into play tapped. Well, I guess this is the same thing. What do I do? I will make black, blue, red, green, and summon Yidris. Then I will crack my Pentad Prism, floating blue, and cast Preordain using Kess's ability, Scry 2.
How expensive is Preordain?
1 mana.
Gotta check you on the Gaddock Teague.
Shit, son. We'll keep both on top. Draw a card. And pass the turn.
Alright. Ramp. Oh, it's the card I tutored for. However did that happen?
Oh, just for that reason, you know what's great tech against that?
Mhm.
Thought Scour. Thought Scour for 1 blue mana. You draw a card, and target opponent mills the top 2 cards of their library at instant speed. It's beautiful. So if they Vampiric Tutor, Enlightened Tutor, Worldly Tutor, Mystical Tutor, you can kill the card that they put on top of their library easily for 1 blue mana.
Oof.
That's a dirty little trick. I should be losing life. Oh, I should. It does do damage to me. What do you know? Okay, thank you for that excellent tip. I am down to 11. I mean, I should actually adjust the life total so that you guys can see it. So
5.
you haven't taken any damage yet.
No.
So let me test to see who
I will
that
play
is.
my commander.
That's me. So let's go.
I like how Arahbo's on the field, but no cats are on the field.
Meow, 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 meow. And you are still at 40.
Yes. And I will sing at you with Dahlia again for 6.
I think I have to take that. Bam, bam. I'm at 25.
And pass the turn.
Right. We'll untap all my junk. What is the power and toughness of your remaining defenders?
5/5 and 2/2.
A 5/5 and a 2/2. And during any combat, you can give only attacking creatures a bonus?
Whenever one or more creatures attack, you may have target attacking creature.
Right. Okay. Upkeep. Draw. Land comes in the battlefield tapped. Arahbo was a 5/5? Jesus.
5/5 for 5. With an eminence that I never got to take use of. Sneaky Paxton is sneaky. Sneaky Paxton is very sneaky. I'll give him that.
It wasn't on purpose. Okay, I will attack you in the air with Kess for 3.
I cannot block any damage in the air.
Bap, bap, bap. Player 2. Oh, wait. I guess you're not player 2.
I am player 4.
Bap, bap, bap. I really wish I could have attacked you with Yidris this turn. Unfortunately, I will merely pay 3. No, I won't do anything like that. I'll just pass.
All right. Oh, buddy.
That Gadok is making my day a very bad day. That's what he's doing.
Oh no, I can't do what I want to do. No.
Sneaky Paxton is gonna be sneaky when he finally gets Mono Blue Johnny the Combo Player EDH up and running. The cards are ordered and on their way. Thank you, Card Kingdom.
I am very, very upset right now.
Upset at me?
No, I'm upset that artifacts are considered spells.
Well, what do you know?
I am no, seriously. I'm mad about this. I'm really mad about this. Because they're artifacts. Shouldn't they not be spells? They're physical things.
I suppose you're right.
Yeah, they're artifacts. Why is it a spell?
I mean, theoretically, you summon it into the, like, summon them from different planes and stuff into some
I always
astral
imagined that you
battlefield
had
of
them,
blind
like, on
eternities.
you. You know what I mean?
Or
like,
just that.
Yeah,
You're a cool wizard guy with trinkets.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I imagined because I read Magic the Gathering Arena. I guess he did. Yeah, okay, whatever. I just artifact. They shouldn't be spells. I'm going to play a Bloodforged Battle Axe and equip it onto Arahbo.
How much damage can you deal this turn?
5, 6, 7. I will swing at you with 14 commander damage.
Well then, does it have trample?
No, no, it does not have trample.
I will decide to chump it with the Elves of Deep Shadow.
Okay.
Get blown up, poor elf.
Yeah, I mean, at least I throttled your mana a little bit. But that Gadok Teague is actually working against me as well. So.
Okay, now I have to look carefully. I am honestly too blind to see some of these numbers over here. So you got a 3-2 and a 2-2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that looks pretty good. Did you pass your turn?
Yes.
Okay, end step. I will Frantic Search. I believe the condition is 4 or less can't be cast. And Frantic Search costs 3. Drawing
4 or more.
4 or more can't be cast, right? That's what I meant.
Non-creature spells 4 or greater.
Boy, oh boy.
And X.
Well, gosh, man, I really wish I could cast some of these cards. Jesus.
Me too, man. Gadok Teague's a little fucker.
All right, we're gonna put Mind's Desire and Ad Nauseum into my graveyard just to let you know how fucked you'd be if you didn't have Gadok Teague in play. We're gonna untap 3 lands, I suppose, then move to end step. Untap. Draw. I will suspend Ancestral Vision. 3 counters. 4 counters, excuse me. I'm gonna lose.
I'm very confident.
No. Okay, let's see if we can do anything here. Attack with Yidris.
I will block with Gadok Teague.
Okay. Really?
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh, okay. Let's do it. Okay, my spells gain Cascade. You're going to take some trampling damage here. It does have trample.
Oh, it does have trample.
And the Cascade trigger is deadly. If I get to Cascade with Yidris, Maelstrom, Wielder, I mean, when he deals combat damage, all my spells gain Cascade.
Well, he's a 4...
5-4.
5-4. Ooh. So maybe I don't want to block with Gadok Teague. I'll block with Thalia.
Okay.
And I will take 3.
Okay.
So that's 1, 2, 3. 18.
So we're going to use Kess's ability to cast Frantic Search from my graveyard.
Oh, we can do this on the player 1.
Just going to move things for convenience in case this turn gets out of control.
3 and
Okay, so Cascade Trigger on Frantic Search. I'm going to reveal cards from the top of my library until I reveal a card that costs less. Chromatic Star is the first thing. Then I will resolve Frantic Search, draw 2.
Wait, okay.
Yep. Feel free to stop me at any time.
Just remember, you can't play spells with a cost 4 or greater non-creature spells.
I will keep that in
and
mind.
X.
Discard 2. Let's get rid of Ancient Excavation and Metallurgic Summons. Frantic Search is exiled. I untap 3 lands. Oh, and also... Okay, no, that's not... That is not the spirit-producing card. Let's see here. How are we going to do this, guys? He's got a giant Arahbo. Oh,
How'd the first game
jeez.
go?
We're on the second game.
Game
Nice.
number 2.
Might be able to join you in the third.
I probably got to go after this game.
Okay, never mind then.
No biggie, no biggie. Let's
Hey,
see.
can I use your vape? No, okay.
I believe... Yeah, this is going to be wacky. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cast Reclaim. I have to choose a target in my graveyard. I'm going to target Rite of Flame to be put on top of my library. But before that resolves, Cascade Trigger. A card that costs less must be cast. There's only 1 in the deck that costs 0. Botanical Sanctum, Darks.
Battery's a little low.
Oh, thanks.
Windfall, Vision Schemes, Island, Chromatic Sphere, Waste Snuff, Yavimaico, Spirebluff Canal, Bloodstained Mire, Hinterland Harbor, Sahili Rai, Talisman of Impulse, Garruk, Apex Predator, Deathrite Shaman, Soul Ring, Scalding Tarn, Command Tower, Kiora, Swamp, Frostite, Mountain.
legit Soul Ring?
I believe it's a revised one. It's white border. Yeah,
Oh,
legit
nice,
artwork.
dude.
It's beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
Niv, Mizzet, Cabal Ritual, Desperate Ritual, Summer Bloom, Utopia Tree, Wooded Foothills, Cataxian Probe, Wheel of Fate. This is where we do Wheel of Fate. Now the remaining cards that I revealed get put on the bottom of my library in a random order. We are each going to discard our hands and draw
No.
7 cards. Okay.
I was gonna win. I was gonna win with this hand. Why'd you do that? You're making me discard Hammer of Nazan and Larger Than Life, which is 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep.
The Hammer of Nazan was not playable, so.
Reclaim resolves putting Rite of Flame on top of my library. This is where I'm going to start keeping count of Storm. We are at 4. Land for turn. Island. Now what? For free, I will cast Noxious Revival.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to lose 2 life. I have no more spells in my deck that cost 0. So in essence, Cascade Trigger will cause me to reveal my whole deck and then shuffle it. Do you want me to do that?
You don't have to reveal your whole deck and
Okay.
shuffle it.
The target for Noxious Revival is going to be Wheel of Fate.
Okay.
So essentially, my deck is already in a random order. We're not going to touch it. Wheel of Fate goes back on top. Noxious Revival into the graveyard.
Okay.
Storm count at
This
5.
is really wacky.
Now we will cast Mystic Remora,
What's up, Horsefather?
Cascade Trigger.
Mother Horse Eyes was here with us, but apparently Brandon rudely
Satner.
sat in her seat.
And she went poof. Moving on. Wheel of Fate. We each discard and draw again.
Oh no! Why? Oh no! This is fucked up. I had Soul Ring, Mana Crypt, and Stoneforge Mystic in my hand, which would have probably won me the game again.
Okay, storm count is at 7.
I missed. I meant to throw it at Jeff.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Lose 2 life for Noxious.
I did lose the 2 life, down from 25 to 23.
Got it.
And now we are going to...
This is fucked up, man.
We are going to cast Is It Signet. Cascade trigger. I'm going to flip until we find a card that's CMC 1. There's Opt. Storm count up by 2. We are at 9.
They're asking, how did you cast Wheel?
Okay, how am I casting Wheel? This is sort of complicated. So when Yidris dealt combat damage, it gave me a special ability that makes it so that whenever I cast a spell, I cascade, which means I reveal cards from the top of my library until I reveal a card that costs less. Please notice that Wheel of Fate costs 0, so anytime I cast, and there's only 1 Wheel of Fate in the deck, there's 2 cards in the deck that cost 0 total. One of them is already suspended, so I know with my cascade trigger, anytime I cast a spell that costs 1, I automatically get Wheel of Fate. It's guaranteed. Then I'm using Noxious Survival to put Wheel of Fate back on top of my library so that the next CMC1 spell will auto trigger it.
There you go, guys.
Okay. Is It Signet, Opt, Scry 1, bottom, draw. It's in my hand now. I got 2 mana left. I'm not going to win this turn. No way to win this turn. I'm just going to make 2 mana, play Arahbo Signet, get a trigger. There's Chain of Vapor. That is pretty interesting. I will bounce Arahbo back to your hand. You may sacrifice the land and copy this spell.
And then if you copy it, you get to play it again, right?
True.
So it can go back and forth as many times as you want to copy it.
All right, Arahbo goes in my hand.
No copies. Okay, random cards at the bottom. Chain of Vapor in the graveyard. Arahbo Signet is in play. I am tapped out. I have
That
ton of stuff in play.
Saved you the game, man.
Yeah, we're going to pass the turn.
Thank you very much, everyone who's joined us so far. This is MTG Lexicon, the dive bar for EDH. I'm one of your hosts, Brandon, a.k.a. the producer, and I'm also joined here by one of our other hosts.
Hey, it's Jeff, a.k.a. Jeff.
And we got P3 too.
Woo!
Woohoo! Jeff, Brandon, it's so nice to see you here.
Am I okay? No, I am not okay. I am super high strung right now. I got something for work that's very important, and it's just got me a little on edge. And
cycle Trank with Thickets.
Well, they've been going. I've been trying to make sure that everything has been going all right, and I'm just like,
what's that enchantment in your?
So Mystic Remora has cumulative upkeep 1. It's basically Rhystic Study, but instead you have to pay 4 instead of paying 1.
Okay.
And then I get a draw trigger unless you pay 4 for every spell.
What's your rainbow-looking artifact? Is that a mana rock?
That's Chromatic Star. I sacrifice it just like Chromatic Sphere. I draw a card, and I change 1 mana of any color to a mana of any other color.
Jeez.
You see that?
This guy?
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty cheap right now still.
Oh, that's because cumulative upkeep is 1. So next turn you got to pay 2, and then 3.
Right.
And then 4.
Well, actually, yeah. It goes up incrementally once every turn.
Yeah.
And
so make sure you keep a dice on that.
And we'll play Arahbo and
call.
Fast turn.
About that cumulative upkeep, we will pay the 1. I will tap a basic island. We're also going to take this Ancestral Visions down. I'm going to put a dice. Oh, wait. Ah, shit, I missed my draw trigger. I'm such a noob. All right, draw a card for turn. Play a land for turn. It's It's Forbidden Orchard. Can I do anything?
Tyler, thank you. No, it's just computer stuff. You know, it gets really tense when you're doing it for thousands of people at a time, and if something breaks, it breaks for thousands of people. So it's always like high stress.
So Cast Dissonant Mage lets me cast a spell from my graveyard once per turn, and I will cast Chain of Vapor, targeting Arahbo.
Horsefather,
does
thank
that
you.
go into
I'll
exile?
be good.
It does
I
go into exile now.
just can't wait for all this to pass, and then I will calm down.
Okay, we will go to
I will
combat.
kill the computer.
my God.
Thank you, Tyler.
3 plus 5 is 8. So I guess player 4 minus 8.
Is that commander?
5 of it is commander. I think you took 2 commanders so
Yeah,
far.
you need to go player 4 to 1, 8
All
or
right.
5.
I have my cascade trigger.
You mean 1 to 4?
1 to 4, I mean.
Okay, 5 is off.
Fortunately, I don't think that there's that much I can do with it. I can.
Thank God. Stop all the downloading. Help, computer.
Hello, computer.
Can we actually?
No,
do
it's
here?
the G.I. Joe. Hey kid, I'm a computer.
I don't know if we actually get to
Stop all the downloading.
win until. Yeah,
Help,
we're not going to
computer.
do anything stormy at all this turn. We're just going to tap 4.
At Beneficto, I don't, for my job, I don't do UX. I do corporate IT stuff. But on the side, I do UX. That's why our layout looks so sexy and whatnot.
So I'm going to pay 4 for a Huntsmaster of the Fells. Cascade trigger. Spell that costs 3 or less. There's Fellwar Stone. I get a wolf and I gain 2 life. I believe I just passed the turn after that.
All right.
Yep, go for it.
Oh, this is.
Remember, no non-creature spells greater than 4 for you.
Yes. That's
Oof.
why that ad nauseum has just been sitting in my pretty graveyard.
I think what I'm going to do is fucking play a forest. And play a Celestia Signet.
Mystic Remora trigger.
Hey, Tyler. I really like the pixel. I love it a lot.
And then play, tapping 1 to play Watchers of the Dead.
Mystic Remora trigger.
Uh-huh. And then I will exile Watchers of the Dead, and you choose 2 cards in your graveyard and exile the rest.
I choose 2 cards in my graveyard. And oh my goodness. That is brutal. Oh, Jesus. What?
Mm-hmm.
Duty calls. Be right back.
Okay. Well, I think it's pertinent to keep Mind's Desire and Wheel of Fate. Sorry. Sorry, everything else.
And I will play Forgotten Ancient
Mystic Remora trigger.
and pass turn.
End step.
Pussy power.
All right, no moves on step. Untap. Tick down Ancestral Visions to 2. Do I pay for Mystic Remora? Yes. Blue. And blue. Okay. Your creatures on the battlefield are a 2/2 and a 0/3. Crafty. Let's play Sulphur Falls. I cannot cast instants or sorceries with CMC 4 or greater. I just can't do it.
Galactic was a lucky draw for me, apparently.
There's also a value in just doing nothing. I will pass my turn. 3 mana. 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 3 mana.
No spells.
Upkeep trigger. At the beginning of each upkeep, if no spells were cast last turn, transform Huntsmaster of the Fells.
Okay.
Transform trigger. Whenever this creature transforms into Ravager of the Fells, deals 2 damage to target creature. Oh, sorry, target opponent. I wish. And 2 damage to 1 target creature that player. Oh, I do get to. Oh, goodbye, Gaddock Teague. Goodbye. 2 damage to you.
All right, I'm
putting the pressure on.
Paxton cheating? No, I don't think he's cheating.
I'm cheating. I'm storming is what I'm doing. Now, by and rights, any good storm deck would have already won. This is a no proxies deck, which I built specifically so that you could have a fair game against Storm. I don't think anything I'm doing is particularly aggressively.
I will play
broken.
Arahbo, and Forgotten Ancient gets a counter. And ooh.
Oh, is that true? Oh, Jesus. What were your spells that... Oh, Jesus. So last turn, what did you cast? You cast Forgotten Ancient, you cast...
Celestial
misplays
Signet.
were made. Misplays were made.
I cast Celestial Signet and Forgotten Ancient and my cats.
So I drew 2 cards with Mystic Remora that I shouldn't have. And in response, I'm going to let you Thoughtseize me for 2 cards.
Oof. Thanks.
We're going to go ahead and exile those cards so that he doesn't have to consider how those might help me actually by being in the graveyard, since I have stuff like Kess and whatnot. Thanks for calling me out. I'm a dirty, dirty cheater who doesn't read his cards thoroughly.
Yeah, those are exiled.
By Snapcaster and Dark Intimations.
That was very honorable of you, Paxton. I agree.
Gotta keep it clean, man. If I messed up, I messed up. It's no bueno.
And I'll equip Battlefield Bloodforged Battle Axe onto
Bloodlord Blattle Black.
blah 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 blah. All right, and pass turn.
No attack.
No attack with my Forgotten Ancient.
Did you play any spells?
I played Arahbo, and I used an equipment.
Did you actually play Arahbo, or was he just hanging out since last turn?
No, I played, that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, gotcha.
And then I used my equipment.
Lost track of that. Okay, my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Untap. We're gonna tick down Ancestral Visions. Pay for
The
Mystic
Mage
Remora.
Masada chiming in chat for the first time.
I mean, do we want to pay for Mystic Remora? How many cards do you have in your hand right now?
4.
4. I have nothing in my graveyard. Yeah, we're just gonna keep paying for it.
Cumulative. Yes, never mind.
So it's up to 3 now. I had to pay 3.
Doesn't compound? I thought cumulative compounds.
Jeez, what do I
It's
do here?
like 2, 4, 6.
We're just gonna keep it simple with a sleight of hand.
2, 4, 8. I mean,
Look at the top 2.
this.
Oh, nice.
That's a game loss in competitive.
Sure is. Yep, that would be an instant disqualification.
Judge Jeff,
Fortunately-
when are we getting as swole as your cat? When are we getting as swole as your cats?
I'll take 2 to
When
put
I
a
stop
water grave
making
into
horrible
play
life
tap.
decisions
Tapped.
and ruining my future with alcohol.
It's rough. All right, so we're gonna Cartouche of Zeal. Isn't this funny?
Yeah, and yes, cumulative does. I thought, yeah. So what have you been paying each turn for cumulative upkeep?
Mana?
I mean, wouldn't it go from 1 to 2 to 4 to 8?
Oh no, it goes from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. You pay 1 more each turn.
Are you sure?
Yeah, so cumulative upkeep is errated, so that at the beginning of your upkeep, you put an age counter on that card, and then pay 1 for each age counter on it.
Oh man, I've had cumulative upkeep wrong in my head for a very long time.
Yeah, it doesn't double. It's not that.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
stupid to deal with.
yeah.
All right, here we go. Cartouche of Zeal says, when it enters the battlefield, target creature
I
can't
feel like
block
a
this turn.
big old dummy, because let's be honest, how many fucking cards have cumulative upkeep? That was like exponential. Yeah.
So you
I was
just
like,
get
oh god.
+1/+1, and I'm gonna make it so Arahbo cannot block.
Okay.
You want a trigger for that spell there?
You played a spell?
I sure did.
Okay, yes, I do have a trigger for that spell.
Right. Then I will attack you. Arahbo cannot block. I'm gonna swing with everything.
Ugh.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the air, and 6, 5 on the ground, trampling.
How big is a 4/4?
A 4/4, a 2/2, a 3/4 with flying, and a 6/5 with trample. It's a lot of. It's quite some beef coming at you.
I will block the 4/4 with my 2/5, and I gotta take the rest.
I have a 2/2 you can kill with your 2/5 if you choose.
I mean,
It's kill a creature, do some damage. Do some damage.
I'd rather not get hit by your Walroof.
Fair enough. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Because that's 2 more damage.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage.
Mm.
And double. Yeah, I'll just pass the turn.
Did you do Commander to me over there?
Let me see.
It's player 4 to player. Wait, player 1 to player 4. Risky. Oof.
Yidris.
Yeah, it is risky.
It sure is. This is not the defensive decks. The defensive decks of decks I would choose if you like to be defensive.
1, 2, and I will pay another 1. I'm going to play and equip Swiftfoot Boots onto Arahbo.
Mystic Remora trigger.
And I get a trigger for that as well. It says whenever a player casts a spell, so I don't like that Mystic.
This game is going to come down to the wire.
It really is.
If Jeff can win the board before I beat him to death, I mean, I'm not going to be presenting many more threats. I mean, making him not able to block for 1 turn is nice. But then what do I do next turn? I have no more graveyard.
Solly Slingers. I am going to destroy your card, your Ristic Study, basically.
Right. By Mystic Remora.
And oh, it costs 2 to equip. Damn. I'll be swinging at you with Arahbo for
Looks like, oh, what, you can give it double strike? 14?
14.
Oh my gosh.
Double strike. Are you dead?
No, I don't think so. I don't think I mean, you don't have any commander damage on me. I go from
I do have commander damage on you.
how much?
I guarantee you I have commander damage on you.
I remember you hit me with Thalia.
What's up, Pit Vipers, Science and stuff? Thanks for joining us.
Do you think you have at least 7 commander damage on me? It's hard to know because we weren't really keeping track.
Arahbo got trumped before.
It did get trumped by
But
Elves
how
of
did
Deep
you?
Shadow.
How are you at 23 though?
Well,
Oh, is that from my Thalia?
You Thalia'd me twice.
Yeah.
And
For
3 and then 6. And then I actually have been
9.
losing a lot of life. I lost 3 life from
Okay.
Elves of Deep
All
Shadow and like 6 life from my lands.
yeah, you might have blocked Arahbo before.
And I think it was for only 5 before, if it was attacking before, because I don't remember ever getting a power bonus. Otherwise, it would have done 10 damage to me, and that never happened.
No, you did chump it before, so it is 14.
That puts me at a healthy 9. Oh boy.
Oof. All right. This is down to the wire. I think you could kill me though. I'm not too sure.
Here we go. Do I untap?
Yeah, that's it, man.
We will untap. Oh, my Ancestral Visions. This may be the caveat here. It finally ticks down all the way. So I'm going to draw 3 cards.
Oof. Hold on. Oh man. I think hold on. Oh no. I would not have been able to kill you. Fuck.
Draw a card for turn. That's interesting. Golly, what do we do? Land for turn is Gemstone Mine. 3 little counters on there. I have so many lands. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Did you
If I
play a spell?
Not yet.
Okay. Sorry. Catalyst?
Let's do this. We're going to see if we can storm off manually. Starting with Rite of Flame. 2 red. Storm count is 1. Then, what do we go for here? I think we got to go hard. X gonna give it to you. What? Don't X gonna give it to you. Aetherflux Reservoir. Storm count 2.
Oh. I'm that dude from Twitch who won that giveaway where you gave me a bunch of lands and that a Johnny deck. Someone gave you a deck? I don't remember that. But yeah, thanks for coming back. We appreciate it. Hopefully Skyrim Elder Scrolls.
Wild Cantor. I will gain 2. Storm count 3. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana, 9 mana left. We will 9 mana left. Past in Flames.
Thanks for coming back and enjoying us on a Tuesday night.
By the way, you have a 1/1 Spirit.
Oh, thanks. And I have been keeping track of my forgotten ancient triggers as well.
Okay. So we are going to Past in Flames. These cards gain flashback
That's
here.
another spell?
That's another spell up to 4. I'm going to gain 3 life.
I thought Past in Flames was exiled.
Each instant...
No, it was not exiled.
Okay. Okay. So we're going to cast Rite of Flame. Exiling that.
Exiled your Snapcaster Mage, which I think was a good idea. You're going to cast what?
Rite of Flames. Now I have access to...
After that?
with the Past in Flames. So 1, 2, 3...
I got your Past in Flames. I thought you were casting something else with Past in Flames. No, what are you casting with Past in Flames?
We're going to get to that.
Yeah, okay.
So we're going to gain 4. Storm count up to 5. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. we're going to cast Mind's Desire. So, shuffle my library, then exile the top card of my library. This turn, I'm going to play it without paying its mana cost. I'm going to start by gaining 5, storm count up to 6. Let's exile first card. Second card. 2. Third card.
Are you playing those cards?
3. I will eventually.
All right.
Fourth card. 5. Wait, fourth card. Turnabout. That's brutal. Fifth card. Vision Skeins. Also brutal. Sixth card. Yeah, I win. Goblin Electromancer. I get to cast all these spells for free. One of them is Turnabout, so I can untap all of my lands, which will allow me to keep casting more spells. Storm count's already at 6. I got Aetherflux Reservoir on the battlefield. The writing on the wall is I'm going to get over 50 life this turn and shoot you in the face.
All right. Well, good game.
Should I play it out just for
I mean,
toss sake? It's not that far away.
If you really want to, but I'm gonna start putting my cards back into my deck.
Very well. Okay. Gain 6. Talisman. Storm count 7. Electromancer. Gain 7. Storm count 8.
Oh well, good to be back.
Saheeli Rai. Gain 8. Storm count
Who
9.
wants a body massage? I do after this fucking thorough beating I got from Paxton.
Vision Skeins. Yeah, I'm already over 50 life. Oingo Boingo Oligondo. Is that how that works?
Yeah, I would have.
Bingo bongo.
I would have brutalized you.
Yeah, he had me dead with combat. Well, did you?
Honestly,
did you
like,
trample, though?
no, seriously, with Mana Crypt, Soul Ring, and Stoneforge Mystic in my hand, and
Ooh,
I also
Mystic.
have this guy in my hand too, the one you made me discard. I would have fucking brutalized you.
Yeah, you
with my equipment. So
yeah,
I just,
exactly.
Yeah,
I was so dead
Yeah.
next turn.
yeah.
I was so dead next turn.
I
Stoneforge Mystic.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck. What could I?
Well, really, what it came down
Honestly,
to
and
was,
you made me discard a larger than life too.
What does that do?
4/4 and trample.
Ooh.
Yeah, and with double strike,
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was a game of EDH. It was a fantastic game. I ended up victorious by a turn.
Yeah.
Or half a turn, I should say.
And I could have Sword and Peace and Famine. Rough.
Yeah, I honestly didn't know how smart going for those Chain of Vapors was. It really did just buy me the exact amount of time I needed to get my Ancestral Visions cards.
Mm-hmm.
And then go off from there.
Yeah, well, that was a fun game at least.
You also smashed me with Kalemne game 1.
Yeah, oh yeah,
I don't think I even touched your
that was pretty rough.
I did like 3 damage to you.
yeah, Kalemne goes off. This deck needs a little bit more improvement. Honestly, playing against Storm is really frustrating for me.
There's a lot of sitting there and watching them win.
Yeah.
No one really enjoys that too much.
No. I think it's...
But you did just have a unique experience.
Mm-hmm.
You don't often get to play an actual game against Storm. That was an actual game.
Yeah.
Most of the time, Storm is like,
yeah,
not going to let you do that.
I play against Dale's Ramos, and I have to just like power him down before he does anything with Ramos.
Oh gosh.
And yeah, and the thing about Ramos is it's a little bit more fair because Ramos is an artifact, and there's so much artifact removal.
And a creature.
Yeah, and a creature.
Swords kills it.
Yeah.
Corrosion Grip kills it. What are you gonna do with poor Ramos?
Yeah, Ramos is kind of tragic. I'm like, have you considered like Darksteel Forge? Like just throwing it out there, man.
Have you considered Duretti Stacks?
Yeah.
Just poor Ramos. No, Ramos is actually super powerful. If you can resolve it and actually start putting counters on him.
Yeah, that's what he usually does.
It's basically impossible to stop because you have all those amazing charms for counter spells and control.
Yeah. But he's getting there.
Yeah, Cats is always a scary matchup. It's surprisingly fast, surprisingly competitive.
Oh, dude, I beat
Has good bears in
I
it.
came last weekend. I came in. I squeaked. I didn't actually squeak by. I fucking demolished everyone with Infect.
Infect?
Mm-hmm.
You have an Infect deck? Cats is Infect? What is it? Call of the Horde or something?
No. There's Lost Leonin.
What?
It's a 2/1 Infect cat for
No
2 mana.
kidding.
Yeah, and it gets 3/3 with Arahbo's Eminence. Yeah, and you just pump it, and it's like that's a player gone. You could destroy a player.
We have a pretty good question here. Let's transition into question period.
Okay,
we're
yeah.
at the end
Because
of our show.
I'm this is our last game. Tuesdays are always short nights. Thanks for joining us. But yeah, let's answer some questions in chat.
First off, we have. Do you recommend the pre-built EDH decks Wizards of the Coast sells?
Yes. Especially last year's, or this year's, which I mean, the vampire decks. And, oof, I need to. Ugh, I look like a really pink, chubby Leon the Professional with this beanie on. I'm gonna mess up my hair.
He's so ravishing.
Ew. Yes, Vampires was my personal favorite. You can, like, right off the box, you can destroy with Vampires.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it is insane.
It's by far the strongest.
It's
of
by far the
initial.
strongest right out the box. However, Dragons, if you improve the land base, it's insane. It's great. The Dragons, all you need to do, because the land base is fucking garbage. It's like a 5-color deck, and it's got all basic lands aside from a few like that comes,
if you actually
yeah.
casting your spells,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta get some. So even lands that come into play tapped, like Opal Palace and
I
whatnot.
think they got an Opal Palace in there, but mostly it's just like it's all basic lands. It's like for a 5-color deck, the land base is garbo. It's 100% garbo. But if you upgrade the land base, you're gonna smash people. And then next, the Wizards are. I guess the Wizards is okay. Not really my thing though. It's kind of weird. You get to like copy spells, and I guess it's cool. And Cats, love the flavor, but this is a heavily modded Cats deck. Like I had to replace a lot of shit to make this work. I think Punk Joker, one of our viewers, suggested that I make this deck, and I did. And everyone likes seeing it for some reason.
So I was doubtful of the Wizards of the Coast EDH decks for a while, and then I got really into collecting them actually, because at the time I didn't have any like really high-powered
Good night,
cards.
Tyler.
Good night, Tyler. And yeah, just like what Horsefather Deluxe said, if you are jumping into EDH and you want to get a ton of powerful cards on the cheap, then you can do no better than finding a local game store which is still selling those pre-built decks for cheap. That's exactly what I did. I was buying Duretti stacks, and I bought one of each of every monocolor Wizards of the Coast pre-built commander deck, and it's been invaluable. The tools in there are great.
Honestly, there's a lot of commander staples in the deck.
Commander
too.
staples,
Yeah,
and not just that, but you are getting your money's worth. If you decided to just part out those decks, you could just turn a strict profit easy.
Yeah.
Easy, like 3-1.
Yeah, especially, man, the deal that I got on this last commander set was, I think I got the entire set for like, geez, what was it? Like, I think I got it for like $64 or something.
Wow, the
Yeah.
whole thing?
Yeah.
That's insane.
I think it was on a pre-sale at Cool Stuff. It was for 60 or 80. I think it was $80.
I mean, there was
Yeah.
that guy walking around at GP Vegas like
I'm
$100.
kicking myself for not buying that Commander Anthology for
Well,
$100.
you don't know it was
Yeah.
unsealed though.
It was unsealed.
Wasn't it?
He said it was sealed.
Oh, was it sealed?
Yeah, but still, it's like that. It sounds like an offer that we were in Vegas, you know,
Yeah,
and
it
I had
was
that layer
random
of
guy walks up.
He's like, I got like 10 Commander Anthologies. I'm trying to sell them for $100, and I'm just like, I don't have the money. But there's an ATM right there. I could have given $100 in cash. Boom. But then I have to follow him out to that parking lot, and then I'll be like,
Right.
you know, who knows? He could have just taken my money and given me a box full of
Good night,
playing
Horsefather.
cards. Good night, Horsefather. You know what I mean? And I would have to open it up. I probably would have opened it up right there in front of him, and seeing the packages, you know.
Yeah, you would have to been like, okay, but if I'm going to open this up right here, and if the cards aren't legit.
He was just a random guy, though. It's like, it smelled so funny.
So fish.
Yeah, it was very fishy. And part of me is kicking myself if that deal was real. Another part of me is just like, that probably was a scam. You know what I mean? He could have been. It is Vegas.
We got another one. Pit Viper asks, what is your personal favorite MTG format?
Commander?
It's pretty obvious. This format is amazing.
Yeah, Commander's awesome.
Recently, I've especially been getting into CEDH, which you can learn a lot about on tappedout.net and the CEDH subreddits, which is like moving out of casual play and getting into spiky competitive Commander. It's a lot of people, it's not their flavor, and to each their own. I just for the spiky guys out there who really like their spiky cards and mechanics, and they like their win more to be all the way down to 0, and you want to get really good advice on how to actually just win your games without any bullshitting around, then you can get direct, honest, good, and experienced. These guys have so much experience. Go to the CEDH subreddit.
Like Guillermo's probably one of those players. Like, he won turn 2.
I've never played against Guillermo.
Oh man, he's one of the best people to play against, though. Like, he will play games out to the bitter end. Like, he wouldn't have just, he's like, when you, like, that game, he would have let you do the whole fucking thing and just sat there with his cards out. I'm just like, it's not like I was a poor sport about it.
Stone cold.
Yeah.
It's terrifying. You don't know what he's got.
No, but he's great. Yeah, it's fun. He's fun to play against. Which tribe would you want to be a member of, and is that because they are the sexiest?
That's a great question.
Oh, man.
Well, when you put it like that.
I mean,
elf bitches for days. I mean, come on.
Green. No. I would have to.
That was so
I can't. The name eludes. I know, right? The name eludes me, but right now it's a white, red, black. Because it's got all my favorite colors.
I actually have a weird fetish of being a blood pet. I'm a huge fan of
what?
Interview with the Vampire.
Ooh, that's dark.
It's kind of dark. It's pretty dark. But yeah, sign me up for Markov Manor. I would be. I'm not even that sure if I would be scared of dying. Killed by vampires, whatever.
Yeah, but
that would be lovely. They could. I mean, the hope is that they turn you and you get in with that sweet eternal life.
Are you guys going to do an uncommander yet? Yes, absolutely.
I mean, it's actually not for sure within. Okay, so we have.
I'm gonna scramble to order cards for my deck, like ASAP.
Okay, yeah. For full reference, here's what I did, and
Mardu, that was it. Yeah.
If anyone from our own EDH play group is watching this or will watch it in the future, what I did for I pulled an unglued, unhinged commander that I drafted before. It was a Johnny. I know they said be cautious with Johnny. I am. There are no egregious combos in this deck except for one, and it's really, really funny.
As long as it's funny.
See, okay, so here's what the combo is. It's
please don't spoil it.
I won't spoil it.
Yeah.
I won't.
If you do get to pull it off, if you don't and it ends, then you could spoil it. But is it okay? How far into January are they legal? Just until
the 15th, and then that's it.
Okay.
So I only spent $30.
We have time, and so you already ordered your cards.
Most of them were 25-cent rares. I got 50 cards for like $30, and they're gonna go right into my rare binders and stay there where I can enjoy them forever.
Yeah. So it's gonna be great. I'm gonna sneak. See, I'm not gonna build a un-EDH deck. I'm going to sneak uncards in my EDH decks.
Surprise.
And then pull them out and hilarity ensues, right? I mean, uncards plus alcohol plus commander. How could you go wrong?
How can you go wrong? I will be showing up for the Saturdays. It will be amazing. I cannot wait.
Oh, man, we lost like half our viewership because we're not playing. It's all right. Anyway, so for those of you who are still stuck around, I need to go to bed because I got to get up at like 5 a.m. or 4:30 a.m.
And
So
I kind of need to go to bed because I've been awake since 10:30 p.m. last night. I'm resetting my sleep schedule so I can be a normal normal
American.
human.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so I think I'm tapped out.
Tap. Dead.
Yeah.
concede.
Thanks for joining us Tuesday. Thank you, Mother, for joining us as well.
Thanks, Mom.
And we hope you enjoyed yourself. Brandon's here.
Hey, just in time to say goodbye.
Just in time to say goodbye.
Sorry, work's literally had me tied up the whole time. I would have joined you guys. It would have been a more fun game, but this was really important. It had to get done, so I do apologize.
Duty calls.
All right. Well, good night.
Without further ado.
Yeah, I love you. Roll that intro.
Don't forget to mute the mic.